Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you the books I bought in the month of June. I have a couple of book boxes, Pango books I picked up with credit, some books I got from stores, and a few special editions from Owl Crate, one-time orders. So I'm going to start with book of the month. I have 3 books. You can see the top one, which was my actual June pick. King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. I have loved every S.A. Cosby thriller so far, so I had to pick up the newest one, and they're very dark. A son returning home, a dangerous debt, secrets about to ignite, and a family about to be consumed by flames. And I also got a couple of the add-on books, romantasy sequels, series I'm interested in. I have Enchantra by Kaylee Smith. Figured I'd pick them up. The cheaper book of the month add-on price. And then A Curse Carved in Bone by Danielle L. Jensen. So many books I wanted to add to my book of the month in June. Way to go. July was a different story. But the next book box is Box of Stories, horror box. And I did have to cancel this box because I restarted Twisted Retreat and Nightworms boxes, so I had to cancel a couple other ones. But the books that were in the Box of Stories horror box in June, there was one hardcover, which was Beware the Woman by Megan Abbott. This is a thriller writer, but apparently this one is very dark. I think this is an adult novel. Her other ones are YA thrillers. I saw it has a low rating, but maybe that's because it is such a change from her other books. I don't really know, but I definitely am willing to give it a try. It's an eerie and prescient novel about a family holiday that takes a terrifying turn. Sam Baker says it's spectacular, kind of Rosemary's Baby meets Rebecca. Oprah Daily says bewitchingly creepy. Let's see, Riley Sager says feverish, razor sharp, and pulsing with dread. Just read a few there. Sounds good. We also got The Redemption of Morgan Bright by Chris Pantier. I don't know. She went looking for the truth, but it found her first. Beautiful cover. What would guilt make you do? I think this is a gothic story. It might be a gothic story. It is takes place in an asylum. So that gets my attention. The last book is the one that I have wanted to read for a while, with the best cover ever. That is Graveyard Shift by M.L. Rio. So bright, so creepy, weird. Fungus horror from the author of If We Were Villains, which is a book I did not like, so oh dear. Hopefully I will like it more in like a novella length. Well, every night in a college's ancient cemetery, 5 people cross paths as they work the late shift. Oh, okay. Interesting. Next, I have the 5 books that I got with Pango credit in June. So let's just have a look. We have That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon by Kimberly Lemming. I love the covers. I love the titles and just the idea behind them. Some kind of creature romance, monster romance that is humorous. So I had to pick that one up. And then I have a horror book, Paradise Club by Tim Meyer. Seems perfect for summer. Sandy beaches, crystalline water, an all-inclusive resort with virtually everything you can think of. A true idyllic paradise. An event is taking place at Paradise Club that wasn't on the brochure. A dangerous game pitting the hotel's guests against a gang of bloodthirsty maniacs. Island slasher. Multiple killers. Wild. Okay. Speaking of wild, next book is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is a cowboy romance, or like a Western romance. She's been driving him wild for years. The good kind of wild, the bad kind of wild. But mostly the kind of wild that comes with wanting your best friend's little sister and knowing you can't have her. And Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. A Rebel Blue ranch novel. Another cowboy romance that has been popular lately. She's off limits, but he's never been good at following the rules. Discover the sizzling small town brother's best friend romance. This is the last Pango book for June. It is Paradise 1 by David Wellington. This is a sci-fi horror book. Got quite a bit of buzz when it came out, but a lot of mixed opinions. And it's huge, so I didn't get it right away, but I've been recently hearing more about it because the sequel came out, and apparently that's really good. So I want to try out Paradise 1 space horror. Sounds fabulous. I read whatever space horror I can get my hands on. Okay, next is 2 books I got at Barnes & Noble. It was the buy one, get one 50% off. The books I chose are Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan. I hope this is like a humorous fantasy, portal fantasy, I think. You get put into a game or another world and you are the villain kind of thing. And then The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. The first book in his The Bloodsworn series with these huge animal gods. Legend tell of the great long ago battle of the gods. It's a Norse-inspired epic of blood and vengeance. I also found 4 first books in series, fantasy series, when I turned in some books at Second and Charles. So I got Black Wolves by Kate Elliott. Book 1 in the Black Wolves trilogy. I am just about finished with Kate Elliott's newest book, and I am really loving it. So when I saw that another of her series, the first book in another one of her series, was on the shelf used for cheap, I went ahead and picked it up because I want to read more from her. I also found Spellslinger by Sebastian de Castell, first book in this Spellslinger series. It used to have a different cover, but yeah, I've had my eye on this series for quite some time. Age of Assassins by R.J. Barker. I love assassins. What can I say? It's a game of assassin versus assassin. Say less. Okay. It's #1 in the Wounded Kingdom series. And the last one I found at Second and Charles is The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah. Beautiful cover. Shiny gold. This is book 1 in the Sandsea trilogy. Neither here nor there, but long ago. Incredible storytelling, unforgettable characters, and breathtaking adventure collide in an epic debut that will leave you spellbound. From fantasy's brightest new star, Chelsea Abdullah. That one I've heard a lot about. Let's see, I got 2 beautiful editions from my local indie bookstore, Bonsai Books. First is Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. This is a dystopian romance. Oh yeah. If you're not terrified, you're doing it wrong. Being the sparrow isn't an honor, it's a trap. Okay. And I also got a horror book there. We Live Here Now by Sarah Pinborough. Gothic, haunted house story. Beautiful. And the last 3 books are special editions, one time buy from Owl Crate. I got a couple of their past boxes. The first one had these 2. Anna Dressed in Blood, a YA horror book that has been on my list forever. One that always comes up as like one of the best YA horror books. And then the sequel, Girl of Nightmares by Kendare Blake. Those are so cute. Opposite dust cover art. They look, yeah, similar to each other. Red sprayed edges. What is the art on this one? Is it the same? Not exactly. And then the other Owl Crate book I bought was Immortal Dark by Tejas Gurma. Tejas Gurma. Beautiful stenciled edges. Naked hardcover. The Mad Lovers. Chimand Elizo. Is this a book within a book? It is. That's cool. Ask anything, everything. If it is within my ability and my rule, I will give it and hold no contempt afterward. But if you break my rule, I will break you into 1,000 souls and punish each reincarnation 1,000 ways. And it came with a couple of like page inserts. And it is signed. Where's the other one? And it has also a signed letter from the author. Here's the other one. A lost heiress, a soulless vampire, a secret drenched in blood. It began long before my time, but something has always haunted our family. Sounds fantastic. Love a good vampire story. That's all the books I picked up in June, other than my Twist of Retreat books, which are in a separate video that should already be up. Let me know what you think of these books I picked up. If you've read any of them, what did you think of them? And I'll be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks.